So you have all this introspection when you sit out in 2014, and during this time, it's like the Yankees are going, how are we going to get out of this contract? How are we going to get out of this contract? And you come back in 2015, you've had 2 hips, you've just sat out, you're an older man now. You're at that point, what, late 30s, 39?
I was 39 turning 40.
You come back in 2015 and you hit 33 home runs and drive in 86 runs. All the while for the Yankees on their television network, you're the biggest star they have. I mean, you're really the only guy, that people are going to come in from the kitchen to watch one of your at-bats. So how proud are you of what you accomplished in 2015? It was remarkable.
It was an awesome year, and it was a great lesson, Joe. I mean, again, the arc of my best year at 19 and one of my best years at 40, that told me a story that I needed to know that was really important. But also, my behavior changed and my attitude changed, and there was an appreciation. And I made a promise to myself that if I made the team, I would go out and sign autographs like 100 days in a row. And I think I did like 95 out of 100. And being part of the fans, getting them to know me, taking down the veneer and just saying, here I am. If it's not good enough, send me back to Miami. I've had a good run. And sure enough, when I did all that, I played my best baseball. And in many ways, I wish I would have played my whole entire career that way.
That one is drilled to left field. Is it high enough? It is gone. See ya. Number 660, tying him with Willie Mays for 4th place on the all-time home run list. High fly ball, deep left center. There it goes. See ya. Home run number 661 for Alex Rodriguez. That breaks the tie with Willie Mays. Alex now stands alone in 4th place on baseball's all-time home run list.
I mean, this kid from Miami who couldn't buy his own shoes just passed Willie Mays. I mean, that doesn't get really much bigger than that. I do agree with what you said earlier, that I do see a different guy when I see Alex Rodriguez than when I first met you, earlier on in your career. And you're to be commended for that. And I think you're actually practicing what you preach. And it's refreshing to see this change. And so now this thing's coming to an end. Mm-hmm. And, you're out of the game. And you have that last game with the Yankees. You end up with 696 home runs. How tantalizingly close is that to 700 home runs? But that's it. And you walked away. Why did you pick when you picked to end the run?
Joe, I had several teams call me right away. And
after you retired?
After my last game. And they said, why don't you get ready in a week and come, we'll hit your cleanup, and you hit 700. And when I got home, my head was spinning. I'm like, 23 years is over. And I had a couple calls, and I thought about it for maybe a day or two. But, I'm so grateful to Hal Steinbrenner. He gave me an opportunity to come back and wear the greatest pinstripes, right? He gave me an opportunity to rehab my life. He gave me an opportunity to save the rest of my life and be a good father and be a good son. And to me, having that last game as a Yankee was incredibly important to me. And then the other thing was to have that last day in New York in front of my daughters and my mother and the great fans of New York. It was something that's a day I'll never forget.